A very good evening to everyone. Welcome to Global Online. We are continuing with the session on NTA UGC NET including JRF 2024. That is for your June cycle 2024. Here we started our preparation for paper 2 of Commerce. Topic which we are taken for the today's session is on deduction, which comes under the Income Tax Act 1961, Chapter 6A. And this is a very important topic. So yes, now before we started with the topic, we are going to ensure that whatever is important and needed for you from examination point of view, all those points are added in this particular notes. So without delay further, we will start with the first topic today, that is a deduction with some tricks and tips which will help you to remember and recall the sections quickly and easily. So here is a you can get a complete course of commerce and management on the global online platform, and this session is started from the 8th April, and here you will get a daily live lectures, recorded video lectures, complete syllabus notes, full syllabus test, and the PYQs test with the solution, and 4000 plus MCQ series and complete paper 1 course free. You can go for the course, and that is in NTA UGC NET exam 2024 for the complete paper 2 for the complete course, and which has a 20% of discount on the course price. In case you have any difficulty, you can get in touch with our given contact number. These are the contact numbers. You can get in touch with these numbers. So let's start with our topic, that is a deduction. So deduction under section 80C to 80U, we will discussing about these sections, and this deduction is help us for the tax, reducing our tax burden, reducing our tax liability. And you know that we will earn income from the salary, income from the house property, income from the PGBP, that is business and profession, like and we will also sell some properties and we will get the capital income, okay, from the income from the other sources. We all total all these heads, and we will get a GTI, that is gross total income. So from this gross total income, we will deduct our deduction which is given under section 80C to 80U. So after that we will get a taxable income, okay. So and this deduction is given under the chapter 6A in the Income Tax Act 1961. So let's start with our sections, which are deduction section. That is the first our deduction section is section 80C. 80C is for the investment or you contributed in EPF, that is EPF, if you are contributed in EPF, if you are contributed in PPF, that is Public Provident Fund, if you are contributed ELSS, that means Equity Linked Savings Scheme, if you are contributed in SSY, that is Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, okay. For the is also for the Senior Citizen Savings Scheme, that is SCSS, Senior Citizen if you are invested in Senior Citizen Savings Scheme, okay. It's also available for the tuition fees, which is paid for our 2 children's, okay. It's for the 2 children, and for the principal amount of repayment of the home loan, okay, any stamp duty or registration charges for the home loan. And this the eligible person for this deduction is individual and HUF, and the maximum deduction you will get in this section, that is 1,50,000, okay. After that is section 80 CCC. It is CCC is for the pension fund, okay. If you are invested in pension fund, the only and only individual person is eligible for this reduction. And after that section 80 CCD1, it is for the Atal Pension Yojana or NPS. You know that is NPS, National Pension Scheme. If you are contributed in National Pension Scheme, you will get a deduction. And this is the eligible person who get a deduction is, that is a individual, okay. Here you will get of all these sections, so you will get a max to max 1,50,000, not more than that, Okay, so all these section 80C, section 80 triple C, section 80 CCD 1, it's in all head you will combinedly in all head you will get a 1,50,000 deduction. Okay, but you will get a good news in another section, that is section number 80 CCD 1B. Here you will get additional deduction, so it is important for, okay, so here is you will get a additional deduction, that is in which there is a Atal Pension Yojana, national pension contribution scheme. So here you will get a 1,50,000 deduction in these all heads, in these all sections. Okay, additional in 80CCD 1B you will get a 1,50,000 deduction. This total amount is 2 lakh. Okay, you will get total 2 lakh deduction in these sections. Okay, so next one, this is the first deduction, that is 80C. So you know that it's easier to remember that this is the first section of our deduction. So here all the contribution, all the investments which we will do in normally in our so here you will get a deduction. So next the section 80CCD 2. This section is also for the NPS, is also for the NPS, but it's the individual, the person who is eligible for this is for the employer. Here before you said is all for the employee. Okay, employee. Okay, and here we get a deduction who is the employer. Okay, he is also the individual person, he is eligible for the deduction, and also the amount contributed, how much amount the employer is contributed for you, that amount is whatever the amount he is contributed, or the 14% of the basic salary. How will you calculate the basic salary? That is the salary. The salary is a combination of a basic salary plus DA plus commission. Okay, plus commission. So in case of employer is a government, the and plus or, okay, or 10% of the basic salary DNS in case of other employer. If he is a government employer, okay, if he is a government employer, then 14% of basic salary. If he is other than government employer, there is a non-government employer, then is a 10% of the basic salary, whichever is lower, here is get a deduction. Okay, then section 80D. D, how do you remember this section is 80D, we can remember as a doctor. Okay, D for the doctor. So doctor will provide a medicines, so medical insurance premium, preventive health checkup, okay, medical expenditure, all the things as related with the medical, these things are this reduction you will get in section 80D. Okay, individual and HUF also is a eligible person, and up to 1 lakh rupees you will get a deduction. Okay, the next section, that is 80DD, that is dependent. D for dependent. Okay, D for dependent and D for disable. Okay, dependent, disable, who is a person who is a dependent on you, who is a person that's like a spouse, your children, your parents, dependent parents. Okay, dependent children is a minor child. Okay, is eligible for this deduction. You will get a deduction in under section 80DD. Okay, and you can see that is a eligible person is individual and HUF. If he have a normal disability is at least 40% or less than 80%, then you will get a 75,000 of deduction. Okay, in this amount. And if your dependent disabled person have a severe disability, then it's about that is 80%, more than 80%. Okay, more than 80%, then you will get a 1,25,000 as a deduction. After that, the section 80DDB, how do you remember this? You can say that is dependent, okay, dependent, disable, big. Okay, big, like a big, if he has a specific disease, if he have a big disease like a cancer, okay, like a cancer, then you will get and it's for dependent. Okay, the person who is dependent on you. Okay, then on individual or on HUF, then you will get a deduction of for the specific disease. If the person is a senior citizen, then you will get up to 1 lakh rupees as a deduction. If is other person is other than senior citizen, then up to 40,000 you will get a deduction. Okay, clear? So here is the trick, that is a D for the doctor and D for the dependent disabled, you can remember like this, and D for the dependent disabled big. Okay, you can is here. So next one, that is a section 80E. 80E for, you can remember like education. If it is a single E, here you can see the another is EEE. There is a subsection, there are extended, no, not a subsection, there is an extended sections over here. So that is section 80EE for the education. It's not if you are taking a loan for the education, okay, if you are taking the loan for the education but not for this for the lower if you are taking the education for the higher education, okay, if you are taking loan for the higher education, then you will get interest, you will pay the interest. So in that interest amount you will get a deduction, whatever the interest you will pay, whatever you are paying, whatever interest you had paid. So in that section, that you will get a deduction under section 80E. It's also eligible person is individual is eligible person, and the most important thing, and that is no limit. No limit. There is no limit for the any amount. It's up to 8 assessment year. Okay. So if you take as a loan 8 lakh rupees, okay, if you are at a 10% as interest, so that is 80,000. Okay, so you can deduct it as a whole amount, that is 80,000 as a interest paid. Okay, then section 80EE, that is a section 80EE, you know that if you are noticing that that is section 80E for the interest, for the interest paid for loan taken. Okay, on loan taken, okay. So all these are the sections 80E, and the extended sections are about the interest paid on loan, but the conditions are changed according to the extended section. Okay, here is the section 80EE. So here 80EE is for the house loan. If you take the house loan, okay, if you take the housing loan, okay, and you are paying the interest for this loan, so individual is eligible person is individual, and here is a up to 50% of deduction you will get. Okay, and another section, that is 80EE for the advanced. Okay, if you are taking advanced loans means if you are taking the huge amount of loan. Okay, so that is a huge amount of loan as a principal, what I was saying, that is a principal amount is huge for of a loan, so the interest you also paying the huge. Okay, so the big amount, so here you will get, that is the individual you will get the up to 1,50,000 of subject to some condition, and these conditions are given in the section 80EEA. Here we also I'm curious to elaborating one more thing. Here we get in IT the another deduction in section 24 is also for the first time, the person who is taking the first time home loan, okay, who is taking the first time home loan is get a deduction up to 2 lakh rupees. Okay, up to 2 lakh rupees. So he will get a deduction in both section, in section 24, and if he fulfill all the eligible conditions, he will get in both the sections he will get a deduction, that is the section 24 and section 80EEA. Okay, so according to that, in section 24 section 24 he will get 2 lakh rupees as a deduction, and also in section 80EA he also get a 1,50,000 okay, as a deduction. So total amount of deduction, that is 3,50,000. okay, the total amount of deduction is 3,50,000. So then next is the section 80 EEB. Section 80 EEB is for the, you can remember, is like is also for the interest paid, but for the electrical vehicle. okay, B for bicycle, you can remember this like bicycle. okay, so it is section 80 EEB. So individual is eligible for the deduction, and up to 1,50,000 subject to some conditions. If he fulfills some conditions, then he will get a deduction, section 80 EEB. okay, then section 80 G for the donation. okay, you can remember this trick like garib government. No, yes, garib government, you can say garib government, or you can say like other things, that is a gift. If you are gifting some donation to the government, okay, the donation to the specific fund and institution, the all SSC is eligible. There is no limit for the eligible person. All SSC is eligible. Individual who either it is individual, either it is HUF, either it is a company. So here you will get 100% of deduction or the 50% of deduction. It's depend on the in which institution you are donating. okay, so it's if you will get 100% of deduction or 50% of deduction in case of you're paying with a check. If you're using a check as a payment, a check as a mode of payment, so in this case you can get a deduction 100% or 50% deduction. But if in case of you paid in a cash, so you get a maximum deduction up to 20,000. okay, if you are paying, suppose you are paying 10,000 as a donation, so you will get only the 2,000 as a in cash, in case of cash. So you will get only 2,000 of deduction, and 80,000 is a taxable. okay, but if you are paid 10,000 full amount in a check, so you will get 100% of deduction, that is a 10,000 of deduction. okay, then section 80 GG. 80 GG you can say is like a ghar. okay, you can remember it's like a ghar. okay, so income tax deduction for the house rent paid, whatever the house rent you are paid, so this deduction is available under section 80 GG. okay, so the individual is eligible person, and 50,000 per month amount. 50,000 per month amount means what is the 60,000 is per annum amount. okay, or 25% of the adjusted total income. okay, 25% of adjusted total income, or whatever the rent you paid minus 10% of adjusted total income. Total income, okay, you can say that is a salary. okay, total income, or you can say it is the salary, 10% of the salary. And you know that as per as before said, that is salary is how to get salary, that is a basic plus DA plus commission. okay, so the rent paid, whatever the rent you paid, and minus 10% of the salary, whichever is lower amount, in that amount you will get a deduction under section 80 GG. Then section 80 GGA. Section 80 GGA is for, that is gav, that is gav artificial intelligence. okay, AI. okay, artificial intelligence, and you can remember this freaks like that is a donation to the specific rural development. okay, scientific research. If you are you donated some amount for the scientific research for the rural development, so in this case you can get a deduction of the 100% of that donation amount if you are paying in check. okay, if you are using as a check as a mode, then you will get 100% of deduction. If you use a check, if you are giving in cash, then you will get a 10%, sorry, 10,000, up to 10,000 of the deduction. Okay, all the SCCs are eligible for this this reduction, exception those who have income or losses from the business, and who is the PGBP. Okay, that is business and profession, who is involved in the business and profession is not eligible for this reduction. So okay, then section 80 GGB, it's GGB you can remember is like a contributed to political party. If a company, if any company, B for B company, okay, if the B company is contributed some amount for the contribution to the political party, okay, Garib, before I said that is a G for Garib government, so you can remember that is a Garib government. Okay, B company contributed to the Garib government, that is a political party. Okay, so here you will get a 100% of the deduction amount whatever you contributed, and no deduction is available if you made in cash. This is a clearly said that if you are donating in cash amount in anything the amount in cash, you will never ever get a deduction in under section 80 GGB, and 80 GGB is for the company who is contributing to or donating some amount to the political parties. Clear? Next one, that is section 80 GGC. If the G C for the individual, C for the individual, if the individual or the HUF or the AOP or the BOI or the firm, if they are contributing to the political party, if you are donating to the some political party, then he will get 100% of the amount to be contributed. And as well I said that is in section 80 GGB, there is no reduction is available for if it contributed, its contribution is made in cash. Okay, so there is if you are getting confused so many times that this 80 GGC we assume that C for company, it's no, it's opposite. C for individual, C for individual, and B for company. You can remember like this. Okay, so many times we will get confused. Okay, so next the section 80 RRB for the royalty. Okay, royalty book, B for book. Okay, the book we will get as a patent. Okay, the royalty on the patents. So the individual Indian citizen or foreign citizen is being a resident in India, so the eligible person is the individual is either on the Indian citizen or is a foreign citizen. Okay, and up to 3 lakh rupees he will get a deduction on the or a specific income whatever he is spent or whatever he will get whatever his spend on that. Okay, whichever is lower in which in that amount he will get a deduction. Okay, then section 80 QQB is for quality. You can remember like that is the quality book. Okay, and who wrote the book, the author is write the book. Okay, wrote the book. Okay, so quality book. So here is the individual or Indian citizen, whatever he is a Indian citizen or the foreign citizen, get a deduction on this, and it's also the same amount like a 3 lakh rupees he will get a deduction, and it's specific whichever is low. Okay, then the section 80 TTA is for the interest earned on saving account. If you earn, here is talking about the earning. Okay, if you are earning, if you are, what happened? Okay, if you are earning, from saving account, you have a saving account, if you are earn some interest because you are open your account in this, so here you will get interest on saving account. So in that case you will get a deduction, that is 80 TTA individual is eligible for this, and HUF is also eligible, but exception senior citizen is not get a deduction under section 80 TTA. So is for the earning and up to rupees 10,000. Okay, so here then section here you can say you will see that deduction is not for the income, your whatever you earn. You also get a deduction on the expenses, whatever you expense something, whatever you earn something, whatever you save something. Okay, the deduction is available in all these area. Okay, so the section 80 TTA is for the earning in which, in earning in saving account, if you earn interest. Okay, so individual is eligible and up to 10,000 rupees is exempt, is a deductible. Okay, the section you can get a deduction. Okay, then section TTB. TTB is interest income earned on deposit or saving and FD, fixed deposit. Okay, and it is eligible. In 80 TTA you see that individual is eligible and HUF exception senior citizen will not get any deduction in under section 80 TTA in case of he earn interest on saving account, but in section 80 TTB here he get a deduction in saving if he deposited in FD who is above an age of 6 years. Here you can see why you see that is 80 TTB is for the senior citizen and he will get the maximum up to 50,000 of rupees as a deduction amount. So it's for the senior citizen. Then 80 U is for the dependent individual. If the person who is an assessee, who is filing his tax, who is an assessee, he is, if he has some disability, he is have some severe disability or the normal disability, then he will get a deduction under section 80 U. Is for the individual, is for the assessee who is paying a tax, who is filing a tax. Okay, so eligible person is individual. If that person who is that assessee is a normal, he is having a normal disability, okay, that is he will get a 75,000 of rupees as a deduction. If he has a severe disability, that is he will get a 1,25,000 as a deduction. Okay, then another section we have added, that is section 80 IAB. Section 80 IAB for the special economic zone. Okay, then section 80 JJA. 80 JJA is for the new employment. Okay, so according to new tax regime, you will not get any kind of deduction. Exceptions, exception 80 JJA, that is new employment. Okay, exception section 80 CCD 2. Okay, CCD, do you remember that is section 80 CCD U is CCD 2 is for the employer national pension scheme. Okay, here you get a deduction. Okay, 80. Then section third number, that is section 80 CCH. Okay, CCH is for if you are contributed in Agniveer. Okay, Agniveer fund. If you are contributed in Agniveer fund, then you will get a deduction under new tax regime. And fourth one, the section 80 LA. It's LA for the offshore banking unit. If you are invested, if you are contributed in the offshore banking unit, then you will get a deduction 80 LA and Agniveer for 80 CCH, then section 80 CCD 2. Okay, and the section 80 JJA, that is for the new employment in under the new tax regime. And other the deductions is under section 80 other than this reduction in under section 80C to 80U, you will not get in the new tax regime. It's available, it's eligible only in case of old tax regime. Okay, it's applicable to only to the new tax regime. Okay, then the section 80 IAC. Okay, then section 80 IAC is for the new startup. Okay, and the tax exemption can be available for the any 3 consecutive assessment year as a started eligible. Okay, any 3 consecutive year. Okay, there is a exemption under section 80 IAC and provide 100% of tax exemption for the new startup. Okay, then section 80 IA for provided tax benefit to the company are engaged in the business of infrastructure development. Who is engaged in the infrastructure? Whatever the companies is engaged in infrastructure development, he will get a deduction under section 80 IA. So who is the eligible person? That is the companies are the eligible person, and 100% of the deduction of the profit and gain. Whatever the profit he will get, whatever the gain he will get, in that amount he will get a deduction of 100%. Okay. So here is the all the deductions. The deductions sections is over here. So in next lecture we will continue with the exemptions. Okay, so go through with it and have a good evening. Okay, bye.